Hello everybody, I am Prime Sharpbait, over there is Charles, and welcome to Doki Doki Literature Club, the only game that's the perfect substitute to Jedi Survivors, like PC troubles. My PC was begging for mercy, which is why I have not done an entire video on it, and, this was recommended to me by Hornet. I have to say, in like 5 seconds, you're gonna see me in a different shirt. I've had to redo this intro because the whole like a few seconds before this, it was just destroyed. Anyway, this video is not gonna contain a lot of cuts because this game's really text based. Yeah, I don't know what else to say here other than enjoy what I did.
Remember to show support to this video because if you do not, your pillows will be warm tonight.
Ignore him, please. God, no, I'm not doing voice. I might do voices, but I'm just gonna read out the text. Hey! Okay, I'm sorry. I've never played a dating game. I'm gonna be honest. I know this one's different, but how do I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbour and a good friend since that we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but just kind of works because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but started around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. I'm tired of waking up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up with me. Which one was she? Oh, this one. I'm not doing those noises. I overslept again, but I caught you in this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Oh, that's me talking. You say that like I can't help. I'm struggle speaking. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean. Fuck you. By the way, Shark, have you decided to join on a? Have you decided on a club to join yet? I'm sorry. I'm struggling. A club. I told you already. I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on average while spending my free time on games and anime. One of those, yes, the other, no. You can make that decision. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? I guess I'll promise that. Yay. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? This is the most female interaction I've had in the past 2 years. I'm joking.
He is not joking, which is why he is playing your standing game.
Shut up. After I pack my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. So who wants me to check out some clubs? I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello. Sayori. Sayori must have come into this classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I'm sorry, I just had the fucking thought. She's so small, I could just grab her and fucking Chuck, I'm sorry, it's my I'm sorry.
You are so sadistic.
I'm not sadistic, you're wanted in 28 countries. You don't need to wait for me if it's gonna make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Well, that you could join my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Mean it. I'm going to fucking punt this woman. I'm sorry, this is like our whole... I haven't made a video in 3 months, and this is the first thing I'm making. Sayori is the vice president of the literature club. Not that I was even aware that she had any interest in literature. Literature, I don't care how you pronounce it. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it'd be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the— oh. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Please. Why do you even care? Well, I could have told the club yesterday I brought in a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. The fucking hell. The dialogue in this is just savage. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned it all. So cunning as to have planned all of this out. I'll head out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake. Let's go. I've never played an anime game like this before. I'm sorry, it's just a noob. I mean, to be fair, the only games I've played on this channel is Jedi Fallen Order, I Expect You to Die. One of them is coming soon. Chochu Charles. What else did I play? And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. They have benches indoors. I'm jealous. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. It's Charles!
I don't have a choice.
You don't have a choice, I know. You're in as much as this as I am, okay? You're in the new intros. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure to meet you. Why did I say that so monotone? It's a pleasure to meet you. Say all you want, I don't care. Sayori always says nice things about you. So you brought a boy. Way to kill the atmosphere. I'm surrounded by women. What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All the words escape me in this situation. Her eyes are the only ones that don't match her hairstyle. It's full of incredibly cute... What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki... The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. There's a height difference here. Anyway, Shios is the one who made the clubs according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. Wasn't your hair longer like a frame ago? This is Yuri, the smartest skull and the smartest fucking... Don't ask where I got it. Anyway, don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears to be completely... Well, so you're Yuri, who appears comparatively more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up. No, you're Natsuki. Right. Well, it was nice to meet both of you. No, you're Sayori. You're so... I'm sorry. Fucking... I haven't been concentrating. It sounds like you already know Monica. You're Monica, okay. I thought Monica was the purple hair one. I don't know, it's been years. That's right. So you're Monica. It sounded like there were 4 girls in this. Yusuke lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Just a jeweled out with icing, and little pieces of chocolate we used to make ears. So cute. I can't. I'm not exaggerating what they're saying. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Yusuke. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. So he grabs one first, and Monica and I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I'm glad there's no visualization of that. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. I would actually do that as well. I hate that. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good bit? No, I don't like tea, as I said. I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not insulted. Yuri looks away. I meant, you know, I believe you. I believe in you. I know it looks like I'm not interested. I have had an interest for this game, but I'm not like a huge fan of anime. Well, I mean I used to watch it, but like, how do I put it? I'm not used to this concept of dating games. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Why are their hairs? Why is their hair abnormally long? It's either that or I'm not used to people with that long hair. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? Kidnapping, bribery, and human trafficking, I guess. The several creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. My nose is struggling. I'm telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by her ways, the way her lights eye up, the way her eyes light up, that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. I'm glad I don't have scripts, because even I'd screw that up. You know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you out the loop? Just like this game. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. This really grasps something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well have a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that. For someone as gentle as you. Yeah, I don't trust her. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Why is that? Well, Nasuki's art over to me for a split second. Never mind. I've played one horror game on this channel, and that's enough for me. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Nasuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. Well, like it looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it. I give it that back. Fine. Your cupcakes and your poems, everything you do is just cures you up. Up behind us, it puts her hands over her shoulder. I don't care. Suki, you write your own poems? I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Nasuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. I'm not a very confident writer yet. I understand how she feels, sharing that level of writing Give me 1 minute. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing them in the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too? Maybe if you share some of your work, you could set an example and help Nasuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for you. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems. So did I. We'll sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea. I'm leaving out a few words just because it sounds better to me than just saying everyone's name in about every sentence. Nasuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Sharpay? No. Monica smiles warmly once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth and what's been on my mind the entire time. Never said I would join this club. So you may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All 4 girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. I'm gonna get killed. But I have an itch. I'm sorry, I thought Sharpay, how could you? You all, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. They're not that beautiful. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes lighten up. I'm not saying that. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. I feel like a dad reading like a kid's book. I'm not too interested into like what's happening, but like finding it weird every now and then. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. Really just came for the cupcakes, I'd be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Sharpay, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. It's time to write a poem. Pick words that you think your favourite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Spam the ears. Boop. Just boop. It's just skipping happiness, extreme depression, contamination, existence tragedy. Oh, I pick a word from anything. Can I go back? was vibrant swimsuit, nature, vibrant. These are Bob's. Vibrant nature. Together. Embrace. Judgment. Judgment. You know what's funny? I want to say something real quick. One of the warnings when you boot up the game is that this game doesn't recommend it to you if you are dealing with depression or bad thoughts. I mean, I never expected that. That's the first time I've had that from a game. Judgment, unstable, vibrant nature together embraces judgment, I think. Spinning eternally, please. I don't even know what the last word was. No, that's not the thing I was looking for. I thought... What was the last word? Poetry. I was about to say that this music sounds like a jam. Spinning misfortune. That sounds cool. Spinning misfortune. Alone. I don't even know what. Alone. Broken. Empty. Broken scars. This sounds more like a haiku than it does a poem. Hope. Poof. Hi again. Glad to see you didn't run away from us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least keep my word. If this was my school, or at least if this was actually me and I went to a literature club that's just full of girls, I won't hear the end of it. I know what my friends are like, I won't hear the end of it. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise. Hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment. Oh. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. How do you cut this video down? Because it's all dialogue. Oh, come on, like he deserved any slack. So you told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year. I don't even know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. You certainly have a big mouth, so it keeps our manga collection in the club room. Owned. Yeah, owned. Natsuki finds herself stuck between Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Fully defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Sharpay always gives his best as long as he's having fun. Oh. You even bought you something today? Oh. It's like, oh! You even bought you something today, you know? Wait, no. Me? No. Don't be shy. It's nothing, trust me. What is it? Never mind. Sorry you made me sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? Sorry, I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Do I have a choice? I'm just reading through bit after bit. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. You make me so happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. Okay. Well, here. He reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is How Is This Girl at City being so cute? She even picked out, but she thinks I like, despite me not reading much. Thank you, I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Shit. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. So me and Monica have a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. So I'm down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? Guess I could always use the book. I could read the book that Yuri gave me. And find myself smiling, and the answer is still our usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Zoe can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I'm not laying in my case about things. I wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Fucking hell. Open my eyes to see Siren's face fill in my vision. Nearly fall out my jaw. I would. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault you're for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true though. Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's the problem. What about you? You look out for me better than looking out for yourself. Still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Can I stop yawning? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gone up on time? It's a secret. I know it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Eh? Glasses around herself. How's it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking. Fucking hell. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sarah's hair, try and straighten it out. I thought I was gonna like go into like a rant saying, your outfit's scruffy, your hair, it's not straight, it's like, I thought it was just gonna be list after list. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. It's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight off. There's toothpaste. I was right. I tried to wipe off the stain. It's probably been there for hours, but nobody would even notice. Of course I would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because I don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. You mean? I think I deserve that. That guy's an asshole. You don't even care your blazer button up. That's not the biggest issue. Seriously, Sayori, what do you even think you don't have a friend? Oh, kid. Hey, that's super me. So, but you'll thank me later. It's not a better Why do it for her? Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Whoa. What the fuck? This is so funny. What is? Well, I I was just thinking how weird it was to have a friend who does these kind of things. Why am I... Why is it sideways? You made me feel weird about it. Stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this, aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. Burn might come off. Don't. I don't like where this is going. I strove to feel close, but... Save me, Charles! What are you smiling about? These buns just got bigger. I knew this.
Let go of me, please.
I'm feeling second-hand embarrassment. Okay, everyone. Monica suddenly calls out, why don't we share the poems we wrote? I'm afraid what mine reads. Unless it's like... Unless it knows what you're writing, then I doubt the words themselves are fine. Alright, to read yours. Same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but so it still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I can't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share it with? I can't wait. Sarah and Monica confusedly pull out their poems. Sarah's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. Notebook? I'm losing my mind. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. Can really see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Nasuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same. Who should do the poem first? Why not? They must come with us sharing it with. Oh, it's who I was sharing it with. It's my good friend after all. I thought it was who was doing it first. Oh my goodness, this is so good. I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. I'm not that good. I'm not bad, but I'm not good. Sorry. You must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing. This guy has like, I feel like he might have like the same mental attitude as me, but we definitely, I'm not as big of an asshole as him at times. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Nasuki's. You sure you don't like it just because I wrote it, eh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a sharp bait poem. If this video gets 100 views, I'm gonna make a shark bait poem. Now you'll read it. Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm not really that bad at this. We'll see about that. Man, she even put in a paper scroller that works. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out to play, or are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. I would have just left out this. Maybe, I don't know, might work. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not. I want breakfast. This bit was nice. That's like the only poem. This is just a guess, but did you wait till this morning to write this? Just a little? You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a bit better about myself. Don't mean me. I still tried my best. Ah, yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. Came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I may take some eggs into it. What type of eggs though? Like poached eggs? Scrambled eggs? What we talking about here? I'm going a bit New York and I'm losing my mind and it's not even in the fucking horrible bit. Who should I... Fuck it, we'll do Yuri. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, so sorry. I forgot to start speaking. How do you forget? It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's that bad. No, did I just raise my voice? I'm sorry. Blushes, buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we haven't really gotten anywhere. Might take you a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. Having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognise in new writers is that they try and make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick up a writing style separate from the topic matter and they fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. You find her train of thought. It's as if her demeanour totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. How am I reading this so fast, but I can't say any stupid word again? Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if it was an opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, it isn't supposed to be a literature club. Fuck. Why did the noise of the paper scare me? Why did the noise of the paper scare me? It was just a noise. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced to the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathe in air of the present but living in the past. The light flickens, I flicken back. I'm sorry, I have such terrible... Fucking hell, that's better than me. What? Wasn't thinking that at all. It took you a long time to read. Ah. Why don't I read script very often? I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. Usually write longer poems. Not at all. Really glad you liked it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I want to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into Ghost Yuri? What? What is Hoo? Is that Hoo? How do you pronounce... How do you use this? How do you use this in writing? In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in a lost, remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solid in it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. It's impressive. It's nothing really. It makes me happy that you think that though. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Maybe you're right. Just have to keep trying. Counting up. What does my poem say? Fuck it, Monica. I'm gonna kill Hornet after this. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear. By the way, since it's your first new and if you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like the activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off at just going with the flow until I'm all settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I'll have to. Don't worry. We're all embarrassed today, you know? But it's a sort of barrier that we all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. And Monica, my poem. I like this one. Makes me think of something Sayuri would like. She did. But I don't even know what mine says. Is that so? We're really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had this sort of things in common. I'm sorry, I'm just struggling to like take this seriously. Maybe good friends, but Sarah and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you won't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like you two are really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe that I get when reading your poem. You know you're reading right into it too much. I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like you're... But in any case, Sayuri's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, it's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. Could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. It's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased toward their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So you don't force yourself to write everything the way that other people write it, or want you to write. I'm ad-libbing. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Yeah. Yeah, it's not like my character here is trying to get with one of them. Any of them. Apart from Sayuri. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Alright, I'm not very good. You sound confident for someone who claims to not be very good. That's because I have to sound confident. I'm fucking yawning again. So you know, I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the sparkle protrudes. A noisy neighbour. An angry boyfriend I'll never know. I wasn't home. Go inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of a meaningless image. It's a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretched forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realised now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he on the other side was looking in. Yeah, I'm sure that's not got a hidden message. I wonder if the poems have a hidden message. Some of them. It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. I'm sorry, I'm not really the person to ask for feedback. That's okay. Yeah, this kind of the style's gone pretty popular nowadays, and you keep yawning, you're not ready for YouTube. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the time in between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? I'm sorry. I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you could say that I had an epiphany. It's been influencing my poems a bit. It epiphany. Yeah, something like that. Kind of us to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everything is better friends, maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you write a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this: if you keep your pen on the same spot for too long, you just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice. Thanks for listening. Last one. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. Okay, that's a little blunt. Well, excuse me, it's not like I said it was bad, it just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. You want me to get smacked? I'll pass. Did she audibly did she just say sigh? Because that was in quotations. Did she just go sigh? Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. I mean, you can remove that one. I would put but here, and then remove the rest. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest, I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all so sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't it the point of poems for the people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Oh, I like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do things can barely be disheartening. So I decided to write about it. I understand, but the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Yeah, just like I'm gonna beat your ribcage with a blunt object. I'm not, for legal purposes. I'm sorry, I just feel like that is something past me. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities, even though they're just being nice as knowing my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh, I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch out their expressions change. Natsuki's eyes furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. Oh, what's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's me about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. Just trying to say something nice. You have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say. Oh fuck. Thanks, but I don't. Not nice at all. I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it, which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Sharpay did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate it, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Sharpay liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Where'd the music go? Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what... You're just... He stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Sharpay appreciates my advice more than he appreciates you. And how do you know he did appreciate my advice more? Are you just full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I wouldn't... I would literally go out of my way to make everything I do clearly overly cute. Fuck. Is everything okay? Oh, you know, well, I wasn't the one whose views... What the fuck? That's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. So both girls turn towards me as if they just noticed I stood there. Shut up, mate. She's just trying to make me look bad. It's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple rhyme is more effective, then this wouldn't happen in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all the convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out of the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings in the meaning and the most effectively. Avoiding them is the most... For if it's not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right? How do I get dragged into this? I don't know. It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Help me, help me. I'll go with Yuri just because I feel bad. You're right, I let your poem see. Wait, that's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. It's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poems seriously. I understand, Yuri. You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, that is the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes working both sides. That's why Nasuki felt threatened when you set up her and was cute. I see. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry. Nasuki, you took it way too far. Hearing means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. You kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her, that, and so yeah, I think that's enough. You both said things that you didn't mean. You really apologise, don't you think you should too? I just saw a fish, fucking hell. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped at this point, being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I'm feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk to clear my head, so she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm gonna do that. Respect me from having to look at all your faces. One snatches her poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumbles up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Did I need to do that? Look across the room, Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. She approached her and sit in an adjacent chair. Fucking hell, that exchange slow. It was... wasn't expecting any of half of them. Wasn't expecting the boob line. I'm sorry, but that's the only way to say it. Everything's alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. Probably hate me now. No, it's fine. Look, how could anyone not just get frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it well, as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Sharpay, you're too kind. I'm thankful to have you as part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing, that one thing that Nasuki said about, you know... Yeah, okay, thanks. Glad we didn't have to... I'm glad you fucking didn't have to... So, what if... Oh, well, never mind that. I'm gonna make some tea. Good idea. Make enough for one person, okay? Okay, everyone, it's just about time to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was fun. I'd say it was worth it. She's back, apparently. It's alright. How about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk to everyone. Cool. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Ready to walk home? Yeah, let's go. So beams at me. It truly has been a while since Haru and I spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sorry, about what happened earlier, what do you mean? You know, between two women. Does that happen often? No, that's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. First, they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I wanted your opinion, that's all. See why they make good friends with you. You know, it's nice to get to spend time with you in that club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest, and I think everyone really likes you too. Every day is going to be so much fun. So she still hasn't caught on to the mind situation. I mean, sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Bless me. Just like to see what the future holds. I pat her on the shoulders. I said that self-dead to her, but it's easy to use so as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Alright, I believe I'm going to end that there. This game has been an experience. I might come back to it if it gets enough love. This video, I mean. Other than that, I guess me and Charles will see you in the next one. I realised I actually moved your thing the wrong way. Anyway, I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.